Imagine stepping into a space where, with just a glance, someone sees beyond your exterior straight into the heart of who you are. This is the gift granted to those set apart, the chosen ones, who perceive with a vision shaped by divine purpose. Their gaze, like a flame that illuminates hidden depths, reveals truths, nudges consciences, and kindles souls toward transformation. For we walk by faith, not by sight, as 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7 reminds us, but the chosen have been granted a spiritual sight that pierces through the visible, seeing with the wisdom of those attuned to God's design. Join us on this journey as we explore how their vision, more than just sight, is an invitation to touch the unseen, to kindle light within others. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "The truth is, of course, that what one regards as interruptions are precisely one's life," suggesting that these chosen ones are not merely witnesses but instruments of the divine plan, seeing others with love and wisdom that heals. This sanctuary welcomes you to a place of spiritual discovery, where we embrace the mystery of the chosen and their profound vision, unveiling God's work in the soul, one heart at a time. The chosen ones possess an aura that captivates and intimidates, stirring admiration and jealousy. Their unique energy unsettles those less spiritually evolved, often leaving people tongue-tied, uncomfortable with the overwhelming purity they emit. Your vision is sharp. Like an eagle's, filled with spiritual insight that goes beyond observation. It discerns deeper realities, cutting through facades to reveal true nature. In our exploration, we'll see how these unique individuals reflect the magnificence of God through their eyes, illuminating their faces and revealing hidden vibrations in those around them. For those endowed with such presence, maintaining strong personal boundaries is crucial in a world where every action has influence. This ability is crucial when dealing with those who use fear, manipulation, and intimidation. Such individuals, often displaying narcissistic traits, try to breach the spiritual boundaries of the chosen ones with psychological tactics aimed at sowing doubt and fear. Nevertheless, the chosen ones remain steadfast, their divine awareness allowing them to safeguard their spiritual integrity. The divine brilliance emanating from their gaze is so powerful that individuals with darker energies struggle to hold eye contact. Their eyes are gateways to the soul, exposing concealed demons and restless spirits within others. This boldness isn't about confrontation, it's about the courage to embrace spiritual and emotional realities often avoided by others. This positions the chosen ones as pivotal guides, pushing us to confront our shadows and evolve. Recall the passage from Matthew 7 verse 7, "Ask, and it shall be given, knock, and it shall be opened, seek, and you will find." What gives their gaze such intensity? Chosen ones possess a fearless spirit rooted in their profound connection with God. This bond extends beyond faith, offering a deep, unwavering certainty of divine support, empowering them to perceive energies, moods, and silent communications around them. Just making eye contact with the chosen one can stir these hidden entities, causing discomfort for those unprepared to face their inner truths. Interestingly, in their absence, whispers arise not out of malice but reflecting unease. Their presence elicits mixed reactions from others. Many feel awe and fear, overwhelmed by the intensity of the chosen one's depth. Some may resent the clarity and truth revealed, feeling vulnerable and exposed. Yet in their absence, people experience a void, underscoring their essential role. This discomfort others feel is a mirror of their own spiritual conflicts. Let's uncover more about the mysteries behind these formidable eyes and discover how this divine instrument not only allows us to view the world, but also aids in its transformation. Often this intensity makes direct conversation intimidating, prompting others to communicate through messages, overwhelmed by the chosen one's holy aura. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your journey towards spiritual enlightenment. Solitude, not as isolation but as divine refinement, often becomes necessary, offering clarity and understanding of your path. The chosen one's gaze, filled with divine fire, exposes and overpowers, projecting a spiritual vigor too intense for some. Their piercing eyes reveal not just the surface but the core essence, encouraging each of us to confront our inner truth and aspire toward a higher state of being. In this jungle of life, one must decide whether to be a lion, standing bold and strong, or a hyena, succumbing to the easier path of conformity and fear. Facing persecution, slander, and deceit are trials for those who choose to stand with the Most High. Conversely, yielding to the pressure of pleasing others stems from a spirit of fear, a challenge that must be mastered through faith and the promises found in sacred scriptures, such as the assurance in Jeremiah 29 verse 11 of a hopeful and prosperous future, and the protection declared in Touch, "Not my anointed do my prophets no harm." These scriptures are shields against fear, empowering you to stand firm and speak boldly. As you encounter others, seek divine guidance through prayer, allowing God's will to work through your eyes. Let your gaze, a channel of divine intention, be a powerful force against evil. Maintain a silent prayer within God, "Speak through my eyes," letting this affirmation resonate in all settings. This prayer enhances your gaze, empowering it to pierce through darkness and offer hope. Your eyes are not merely windows to your soul, they're conduits of divine power, positioning you as guardians of truth in a world of ambiguity. The divine force within you stirs darkness, compelling many to avert their gaze, unable to confront the brilliance of your light. This presence weaves prayer into every facet of life, maintaining heightened spiritual awareness that elevates you beyond the ordinary. Your gaze carries a power that unsettles those with ill intentions, like narcissists and deceivers who use dominance for personal gain rather than collective good. By articulating truths through your divine connection, your eyes become instruments of truth, exposing hidden motives with uncanny accuracy. Walk confidently, knowing your presence confronts hidden evils, acting as a barrier against deceit. Each step and word, as a protector of divine truth, illuminates a path for those seeking a beacon in darkness. Celebrate your divine role, endowed with unique talents and a sacred calling. Your eyes, unsettling to some, are portals to profound truths. Their power derives not from worldly sources, but from divine influence, manifesting God's glory to inspire others. Your divine aura repels those who shy away from truth and integrity, leading them to avoid direct contact and communicate from a distance. They shrink back from the divine glory in your demeanor, a clear sign of your chosen status. Understanding the depth of your divine connection is crucial, as the world often tries to dull your spiritual sharpness, leaving you open to deception. Embracing your identity as a chosen one dismantles oppressive systems thriving on fear and control. Your inner strength helps establish boundaries and bold actions, guided by divine instruction, even when conflicting with popular opinion. Those who fear losing power may resist your presence, as you represent a fearless spirit unbound by societal norms or public approval. Your commitment to divine guidance over pleasing others unsettles those accustomed to your attention. Your bravery in spiritual beliefs and self-awareness challenges manipulators, while your role as a leader requires you to speak on hidden topics: abuse, mystical practices, and spiritual gifts, encouraging others to open their eyes to deeper truths. Awakening spiritual vision can shock those unprepared for such depth, pushing you to lead courageously in a world that shies from profound connections. You are a shield of mysterious protection. Embrace this heavenly gift, wield it wisely, and observe its transformative effects in your life and the lives of those you touch. Being a lone soldier might become a permanent role, but this steadfastness is crucial. The goal is not to seek approval from the world, but to speak truths, reveal hidden realities, and guide others back to divine wisdom. Chosen ones, your presence often prompts reflection, a task many shy away from. While some embrace this challenge, accepting accountability and embarking on self-improvement, others choose to flee, projecting their insecurities through intimidation, gaslighting, and manipulation. Welcome to all the chosen ones who have joined us on this enlightening path, a journey not commonly accepted by the majority. This platform serves as a beacon for those called to lead and uplift others. Despite being few in number, the divine mission requires courage to speak out, educate, and share experiences that resonate with profound spiritual truths. Embrace this mission, even if it means stepping away from those who may not understand or support your journey. It's natural to drift from certain people as you progress, and it's perfectly acceptable. They were never meant to be permanent in your life. Remember, the power of the spoken word is immense. Just as curses can destroy, blessings can bring forth prosperity and truth. By vocalizing desires and prayers, chosen ones sculpt their reality, shaping their experiences through faith-filled declarations. This is part of your divine calling, one that may include healing from afflictions like narcissistic abuse, exposing malevolent forces, or teaching prayer and spiritual engagement. Trust in the unique mission placed upon you and move forward with unwavering faith, undeterred by those who may not see or understand your path. In times of difficulty, trust in God remains crucial. He will guide you through each phase of your journey. Let this platform serve as a source of inspiration, as those who have engaged with this movement have witnessed its transformative power, all rooted in firm faith, even faith as small as a mustard seed. Our content is crafted to uplift and empower, calling you to embrace your strength and activate your faith. Reject any external labels on your identity, value, or purpose. Stand firm in your beliefs, defend your values, and advocate for God and His teachings. A key lesson for all is the importance of combining faith with concrete action. Believing alone is not enough. Action is essential for change. The chosen ones must recognize that the adversary seeks to keep them inactive at this pivotal time. Deep faith is commendable, yet it must be paired with proactive steps, whether it's launching a new project, leading a community initiative, or spreading a meaningful message to thwart the adversary's plans. The world pressures you to conform to secular norms, undermining your intrinsic value and boundaries. Their fear is rooted in the moment you recognize your full potential and stand resilient, propelled by unwavering faith. The chosen ones should always be ready to expose the adversary's tactics. Secrecy has no place in this journey. You are divinely tasked to speak the truth with bravery, to embody the strength of a lion over the compliance of a hyena. Those touched by the divine calling must understand this is a patient process. Giving in to fear leads to stagnation. Faith paired with decisive action is the key to overcoming obstacles. Narcissists may tolerate your faith until it threatens their control. They rely on validation to manipulate minds and spirits, but by setting strong boundaries and aligning solely with the divine plan, powerful transformations unfold. When one steps into their true power, resistance often arises. People might distance themselves, sever connections, or even treat one poorly. They are reacting to the chosen taking the high road, a path less traveled and often feared. It is a road that requires standing firm in the face of adversity, sending a clear message to adversaries that their time is up. Through divine guidance, prayer, and meditation on spiritual teachings, you are shaped by divine forces. This journey demands patience and faith, trusting that everything will align perfectly if you remain committed. The path of a believer is one grounded in faith and anchored in the unseen hand of God. As we journey through life, we come to understand that everything we encounter, our triumphs, trials, and even the delays, aligns with a divine purpose, meticulously woven by our Creator. This vision is not merely human optimism, but a profound recognition of God's sovereignty in orchestrating events beyond what we see. As Proverbs 3 verse 5-6 reminds us, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. As believers, we are continually challenged to view the world through the eyes of faith, seeing not only what is visible but discerning the spiritual realities that shape our lives. C.S. Lewis, in his book Mere Christianity, speaks of faith as something that is not merely obedience to what we believe to be right, but an enduring trust in God that persists even when human logic falls short. The chosen ones who walk in this trust are set apart by their willingness to depend on God rather than succumb to pride or self-reliance. Their humility and submission allow God's power to shine through them in ways that surpass human capability. The life of faith is one of spiritual perception, a gift that goes beyond the physical and reveals the heart of God's truth. This perspective, often described in Scripture as spiritual discernment, equips believers to recognize the depth of God's work in their lives and to stand firm against opposition. Ephesians 6 verse 12 reminds us, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." The eyes of the faithful become portals through which they perceive these spiritual battles, not as causes for fear, but as opportunities for God's glory to be displayed. When we lean into this divine vision, life's challenges become part of our transformation. We are shaped by each experience, drawn closer to God's heart, and refined to reflect His image. Just as the chosen ones understand, the delays or challenges we face are not random obstacles, but intentional steps in a journey of growth. Through these experiences, God grants wisdom and patience, refining our faith and deepening our trust. Romans 8 verse 28 assures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." This journey is not one that we walk alone. It is a collective endeavor, united by the shared mission of believers to embody God's love and truth in the world. Our individual callings are woven together in a tapestry of divine purpose, each thread contributing to a greater whole. We are reminded of this in 1 Corinthians 12 verse 12, where Paul writes, "Just as a body, though one, has many parts, but all its many parts form one body, so it is with Christ." Each of us, as members of Christ's body, carries a unique role, yet we move in harmony, strengthened by one another's faith. As chosen vessels, our role is not passive. We are called to be active participants in God's work. Faith without action is a mere concept, but faith with action becomes a force of change. In his writings, C.S. Lewis encourages believers to let their faith drive them to action, stating, "It is not your business to succeed, but to do right. When you have done so, the rest lies with God." We are called to move forward boldly, even when the path is unclear, trusting that God will make a way. This active faith is a declaration of our belief in God's promises and a testament to His power at work within us. In this collective journey, we embrace unity, faith, and a commitment to God's mission. Through unity, we draw strength from one another, just as iron sharpens iron. Through faith, we are empowered to take each step with confidence, knowing that God goes before us. And through proactive steps, we bring our faith to life, aligning ourselves with God's purpose and allowing Him to work through us to touch the lives of others. Together, we build a community that reflects the kingdom of God on earth, a kingdom founded on love, humility, and the relentless pursuit of truth. The eyes of the faithful, when opened by God's Spirit, become instruments of discernment and compassion. They see beyond surface appearances, recognizing both the beauty and brokenness in others. This spiritual gaze is not just a passive awareness, but an active engagement with the world around us, allowing us to serve as instruments of healing and encouragement. Jesus Himself, when looking upon the crowds, was moved with compassion, for He saw their struggles and offered them hope. In the same way, we are called to extend compassion, offering others a glimpse of God's love through our words and actions. The journey of faith is transformative, marked by continuous learning and growth. Each experience, each encounter, shapes us, drawing us closer to God's heart and refining us to reflect His love. In this way, we become beacons of hope, guiding others to the truth and love of Christ. C.S. Lewis beautifully captures this transformative journey, saying, "We are what we believe we are. When we believe that we are God's chosen vessels, entrusted with His mission, we begin to live in a way that reflects His love, wisdom, and strength." As we conclude, let us remember that our spiritual journey is not merely about personal enlightenment, but about bringing God's love and truth into the world. We are called to be bearers of light in a world that so often walks in darkness, to see with eyes of faith and to act with hearts full of compassion. We invite each of you to reflect on the power of the divine gaze in your own life. How has seeing through this spiritual lens changed your perceptions, your relationships, and your understanding of God's purpose? Take a moment to affirm this vision with the word faith as a testament to your commitment to see and live by the truths revealed through God's Spirit. In this shared journey, may we continue to discover and embrace the mysteries of our faith, led by God's light and empowered by His love. Let us close in prayer. Father God, we thank you for the gift of spiritual sight. May our eyes, as windows to our souls, reveal your truth, dispel deception, and shine with the light of your wisdom. Guard these eyes, Lord, that they may only behold what is pure and right. In moments of confrontation, let your honesty prevail, and when deceit clouds our vision, may your Spirit discern the truth. Let our eyes be a channel of your compassion and grace, seeing the broken-hearted and offering them hope. May our vision be unwavering, strengthened by faith, and filled with the light of your love.